If you're brand new to Photoshop, it might be a good idea to open any image that you have on your computer in Photoshop. Just grab something off the internet. Anything will do. Otherwise, you can just, or if you're comfortable, you can just sit and follow along and kind of take it in as a lecture. Okay, so we have an image open. Let's just look at some really basic things that you might not notice if you're not used to this stuff. First of all, when you bring in an image, it comes in and it's on its own layer, and the layer will be called background, depending on how you import the image. But typically, the word background will be associated with the layer that it comes in on. And depending on how you acquire the image, you might have this lock symbol. This layer is actually partially locked, and that's because of the way I just use a little Canon PowerShot camera for this. That's just the way that this image was imported. And I'm not going to get into what partially locked means and stuff. We'll deal with that later. The other thing is, like, just where can we get information about this image? If you up here on the upper left, you have File, Edit, the word Image. If we click on Image, the first thing we see here is Mode. Well, what the heck does that mean? If I just hover over the word Mode, I see bitmaps, grayscales, blah 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 blah. Typically, most of the time, especially stuff you get off the internet, you'll be in this RGB color. Well, what the heck does that mean? That means it's formatted for the screen. This image is made up of three colors, red, green, and blue, which translate to the screen that you're looking at. CMYK is for print. And this is a critical thing because all the tools in Photoshop are available to you only if you're in RGB color. Okay, let me repeat that. You have to be Image Mode RGB color is the only way that you'll have every Photoshop option available to you. If I convert this to CMYK, a lot of the filters and stuff will not be available to me. I'm not going to go over these. Just know that, like, sometimes you'll get an image and nothing works and you can't do anything and you get all frustrated. Make sure you just go to Image Mode, make sure you're in RGB and convert it to RGB, and usually life is good. It's a bit of an advanced topic, but okay, so what else can we find out here about this image? Let's go to Image, Image Size, and we see the dimensions in both pixels and inches. And this is pretty big. The width is 2,000 pixels wide, which is a good size. I'm surprised it came out that nice. The other thing, and this is in inches, you can see if this was printed out just as it is now, it would be over 11 inches wide. It wouldn't look that good because the resolution is pretty low. Now, as we move forward, we can manipulate all of these settings so we can have a very low resolution image that's pixelated and very big, you know, in area. I could print this out on a big canvas and it would be very pixelated and blurry, or I could up the resolution to like 300 and have a very small, very crisp image to be printed out. Now, a lot of applications in design, you're only formatting images for the screen. That's the only place they're going to live, is on the screen. So, again, going forward, as you take more classes, you'll learn how to format images for print and for screen.